The game that I wanted to love, but unfortunately couldn't, has to be Bioshock Infinite, because I absolutely adore the first two titles, and I think that Ken Levine and all of his team have created something absolutely fantastic with the story and the sort of like atmosphere of those games. But I do feel that publisher meddling came in full force for Bioshock Infinite, and while the game promised to be a sort of tackling racism in a sort of like new colonial hyper-America realized, what's the World's Fair sort of thing, it didn't really deliver because it actually stripped a lot of choice and action from the player. So I felt like it was a story about agency that gave you none. And everyone overblew the ending of being like, oh, it's so deep, just because it literally has so many levels. And unfortunately, just because you have a lot of stuttered storytelling doesn't mean that it's deep. Gameplay-wise, I had fun. I just hated the siren battles, I hated the sort of on-the-nose storytelling, and unfortunately, it wasn't dank enough for me to like. I mean, I love dank, you know me, I'm dripping positively, but to set it in the sky, in the daytime, stripped a lot of the tension and horror elements that possibly made the first two Bioshock games so great. I wanted to stick on it like a limpet on a whale, but unfortunately, I was just beached.
Hey Ewan.
Hey!
Why don't you tell us about a game that you wanted to love, but unfortunately couldn't? Kept you at arm's length, just like my love.
Yeah, kept on trying to go in for the hope, but it was like...
Deny!
Yeah, I have two, because anyone who knows me knows I'm a big fan of like gothic literature and like fantasy elements and stuff, so really Bloodborne and the Dark Souls games should be right up my street.
Surely.
And, you know, I was kind of anxious. Everyone had been telling me that like they're really hard, Ewan, you know, that I was like... They can't be that hard. They can't. And then I basically waited for them to come out until they were free, because even though publicly I was like, oh, they can't be that hard. I was like, I don't want to spend money on the game. I'm real. So I waited until Bloodborne came out for free on the PlayStation Store. Tried the opening. I was like, oh, I like the atmosphere. This is all very, very Lovecraftian and almost Edgar Allan Poe-ish. This is all very interesting. And then proceeded to get my ass handed to me for the next half hour, and then
what happened?
Didn't make any progress whatsoever, and like I managed to get past this wolf. I was like, that was a bit weird. Why is there just this wolf that can kill you right away? What's he doing? And I got through there, and then I turned a corner, and I spent another 15 minutes trying to find a ladder, and then I managed to go around the corner, and there was a crowd of people to my right, and I'd already had trouble fighting them just beforehand, so I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I can't be asked going, I'll go left. And there's just this big round guy, and I'm like, you know what? I could probably take one big round guy. I can't take all these other fellas, because I've
been there, bro.
Yeah, they will mess me up. Yeah. So I go around and I try and fight him, and he just spanks me and kills me. And then I've later discovered, I think you, Rach, told me that there's literally nothing in the chest that he's guarding either.
Nothing for beating.
Nothing. And I was like, that's just me.
You get pride.
Look, I can't do anything with pride.
Useless. What have you ever been able to buy with pride?
Yeah.
Respect. What have you ever been able to buy with respect? Pride.
No.
Yeah, self-continuing thing.
Yeah. So basically, like, I wanted to love those games so badly, but I didn't feel like I was progressing anyway. I didn't feel rewarded, and you know, I like challenge, but I also like a little bit of the old reward. So yeah, that really annoyed me. And then the other series that I really, really always desperately want to love and buy every year is NetherRealm's fighting games, whether it's Mortal Kombat or Injustice. I loved those games. I loved the lore. I loved the way they look. I'm just dreadful at them. What kind of fighting game needs you to use the D-pad? I've not used the D-pad since I was bloody like 5. You know what I mean? It's like, who uses it? Was the D-pad even still? Why do we need the D-pad?
I'm gonna have to stop you now. Like, if you think that you're ever gonna get into the realms of fighting games with an analog stick, just get it.
Oh no, I'm not saying I don't need the analog stick either. I'm just saying that all the combos are like left, right, down, right, circle, R1, meter burn, this thing, and I'm like, what's a meter burn? What's going on? I just want to play as Green Arrow and shoot some arrows at a fella, and I'm just getting completely destroyed by Doomsday, who's like doing a meter burn and a thing, and the bipping and the bopping and the
juggling. It's the juggling.
The juggling as well. Yeah. Oh god! And then I also tried playing them online, and you always have a really obnoxious. I don't get why they're always so mean, Jules. They're always so mean online. I tried playing. I just want to have a little bit of a fun time on Injustice too. You know, I like playing these characters. I managed to get semi-decent at Black Canary, and I was like, oh, I like Black Canary, this is really cool. And then this guy who's like a level whatever Superman just came and attacked me, and he was just there going, noob, and I'm like, why does this mean so much to you? I just came for a good time.
There's like certain fighting games where you can actually change your little placard thing to say like, please go easy on me because I'm new, and people would still be like, oh, you goddamn noob, and it's just like, yeah, bro, I just want to have fun.
I want to have fun. I just wanted to chill in the DC universe and beat up my friends, and they just wouldn't let me, Jules. They wouldn't let me.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Look who's laughing now, eh?
Yeah.
Them. Still.
Yeah, them.
Not you.
Yeah,
Pretty bad at that game.
yeah. I'm really bad.
Get off.
I'm going to keep this very brief because I realise I don't really have a good reason. But I guess the biggest one is I'm going to say Grand Theft Auto 5.
What is wrong with you? I totally agree.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I really, really wanted to love Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 3 was my childhood. Played it way below the age I was allowed to be able to play it back on the PlayStation 2. And just loved it so much. Didn't actually do any of the missions, just ran around and did stuff in this sandbox. And arguably GTA 5 has like the best GTA sandbox ever. But I've just never, just couldn't get into it. Haven't ever tried the online, so maybe that's what I'm missing out of. But like, I don't know, I love watching it because I love just laughing at chaos because I secretly love anarchy. I don't know, I maybe just can't get behind the idea of controlling these 3 naughty boys doing naughty things. I'm sorry. It wasn't for me.
3 Naughty Boys, incidentally, is the name of Josh Brown's heist crew.
Mate, I'm so sorry.
Right, I need to take you all the way back to 2007 for this one. So it was my birthday, and back then I couldn't afford anything and had to I got like 1-2 games a year, like during like the year, like new. Otherwise I had to trade in all my games, which I did. But so I had this birthday money, and I wanted to get Kane and Lynch 1. I think it was called Kane and Lynch Dog Days. Is that the first one? Yeah, Kane and Lynch Dog Days. So obviously I did my due diligence beforehand. Did all the reviews, looked at all the reviews, watched a load. We even remember watching that the iconic Jeff Gersman one that eventually got him kind of sacked. And no one was really enjoying this game. It was getting a lot of 6s, a lot of 7s, mostly 6s. And to be honest, it looked bad. I could sort of tell in the reviews that it looked bad, and yet for some reason I got it in my head that this was the game I wanted over any other game. So I bought it because I thought, I'll have fun with my friends. We get to play as these two gangsters, and we get to shoot some guys. Pull off some heist, way. But it was bad. It was just really bad, and I tried so hard to love it. I wanted to love these characters, and I just didn't. I thought it was like quite poorly written. It was very grey. It was that era where all the shooters were grey or brown, and this was the greyest shooter of all time. I even had a problem with the crosshairs. The crosshairs and the way the guns worked frustrated me to no end, and I was pissed off by that. I was pissed off by the whole game. I still bought the sequel when that came out and gave that another go, and hated that as well. I've played the opening of the sequel about 5 times.
Just because he's naked in it.
Yeah, it's naked. The dude's naked. It's like got this weird shaky cam stuff, which is kind of like innovative and visually inspired. But nah, Kane and Lynch Dog Days was terrible. And another one, I've got a very quick one that Scott inspired me to do a few days ago. We were talking about it. Saints Row 3. I could never get into Saints Row. I don't know. I didn't realize people loved it as much as this. I played Saints Row 3 when it was free.
Who doesn't love Saints Row 3?
Who loves Saints Row 3?
Yeah, who does love Saints Row 3? What? It's one of the best games of 2012.
Yeah, it was well good fun.
Yeah.
Right, so I played Saints Row 3, and then I couldn't get into that, so when that was free on Xbox Gold, then I played Saints Row Get Out of Hell. I thought that was bad as well, so I think I'm just done. And I played Saints Row 1 as well back in the day, and it's not for me. Didn't laugh, didn't think the mechanics were any fun. Just give me GTA. I'll just play that instead. Thanks, bro.
I feel like this one might be a little bit controversial because it's a game that everyone talks about a lot and is always very invested in this series, bar the third one. But I really, really wanted to get round to playing Dead Space. What? And I finally did. Shut up.
I'm already shut.
I finally did on Twitch. I wanted to do my first ever blind playthrough of a game.
Yeah, wait a minute, you're going to say you don't like Dead Space?
With an audience.
Oh!
And I did, and I got Dead Space 1 and 2 on Steam. For some reason you can get 3. Maybe Valve thought this game is garbage. Let's not put it on the store. It could be on Origin, I don't know. But I got the first 2 like super cheap in the winter sale or something, and I picked them up and I started playing Dead Space on Twitch. And I got the first couple of hours in and I absolutely loved it. I was getting really into it. I thought the shooting was really clever. You know, the idea of shooting off limbs to kill things, not the head, even though I did like click straight into shoot the head all the time. And eventually got my head around, oh wait, hang on. Yeah. And I remember you saying, Scott, I think it was you, said it was like Dead Space is basically go here, press button, the game.
Yeah, kind of.
And that wasn't really in the back of my mind, because it's like when you actually boil down games to the bare minimum, that's kind of usually all they really are. But then I did the first 3 hours of the game and I absolutely adored it. And then I came to like the next stream I did of it, and I did the next 3. And I reached there's a boss fight where you fight the big vagina in the food storage, where you're like anti-graving, jumping about and shooting into its mouth. Did that, and then you had to place a weird beacon on a meteor that was in stasis. And it got to that point of the game, and all of a sudden it just my opinion on this game. I don't say opinion, but my passion and the sort of the drive to keep playing just completely went. And I'm kind of annoyed about it. I don't want to say I've given up on the game entirely. I think I need to play it or continue playing it without an audience, without the need to sort of act up because I'm doing it live. And I think it was taking me a bit out of the atmosphere a bit more. But doing it in that scenario just didn't make the game click for me, which I'm really disappointed about, honestly. Like, I really wanted to like this game, and I think I will go back to it eventually. But it just really threw me that all of a sudden, just woof, the drive went down.
It's weird how it's one objective repeated throughout.
Yeah.
It's totally worth playing through.
And I think that wasn't bothering me. Just like it got kind of repetitive with the enemy encounters, and the I know as a survival horror game, the severe lack of ammo then sort of got stupid. Because then when you're out of ammo, you're screwed. You can't stamp you can't stamp them to death. And I just fell off it, and it really honestly annoys me because I want to go back and do it, but yeah, that didn't work for me really. And as a very, very quick one, just as I'm guessing as a rule of thumb, everyone can agree that Just Cause 2 is incredible.
Yes.
It's one of the best open world games ever. 3 and 4, I gave them my time. And I don't know how they just lost that spark that made 2 so good. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Because I put a lot of time into both of them, but alas.
4 is meh.
4 and 3 are meh. 3 runs like crap and 4 doesn't even run. Hey!
Well, to this day I'm annoyed by this, that I can't love this game, but Bayonetta 2. I tried Bayonetta 1 back in the day. One of my friends like really got into it and was like, oh my god, you know, people, the Bayonetta fandom worship Bayonetta, which I still want to worship Bayonetta, but I played the first one, didn't really click. I thought it was just a bit too anarchic, a bit too crazy, I just couldn't really follow the combat too well. It just wasn't clicking with me. I've got a history of God of War and Devil May Cry, and I just didn't think it clicked. So I went back into Bayonetta 2 on Switch, and it was still the same crazy, like that game is so insane. Like, just the general combat legibility is just not there for me. I barely know what I'm doing. And so when I started looking up some different tips and stuff online, people were like, oh, well, just focus on dodging and focus on witch time, which is the slow motion window you get if you dodge at the right time. But then that just devolves the whole game into you're just looking for attack prompts so that you can dodge, go into witch time, attack in the slow motion window, and then wait to do it again. And every time you try and experiment with any other combos or special moves or any abilities that you've unlocked, you just get hit from off screen, or some random thing, some blade with a face will hit you because the enemy designs are ridiculous or whatever. And I just started getting hit over and over again. I was like, I'm actually really not enjoying this at all, and I really want to. I think Bayonetta is brilliant. I love the fact that she's incredibly powerful and strong, but completely within, like, just owns her sexuality and is just this great totemic force of female empowerment. I love all that, but I just think that the whole way that it plays is a mess. And then I just kept going. I got about 12 chapters in. I was like, no, I'm determined to give this. I was just going to finish it so I could have like a holistic opinion on it. And I got to some boss in like chapter, I think it's like 10 or 12 or whatever. You fight this guy in midair with these extra arms. I don't know if you've played Bayonetta 2. You fight a lad with extra arms. And fighting him, just the cheap shots. Couldn't tell when they were coming. Just couldn't. I tried to block, got it wrong, got hit, kept dying over and over again. And I just kind of had to be honest with myself, where I was like, no, I hate this with a passion because it won't let me just enjoy it. And so, yeah, it'd be that, Bayonetta 2. I just slowly deleted it. I just kind of like went back to the Switch's main menu and just went, no, delete software. Don't even want the archive. Just delete it. I don't want it in my life ever. So I wanted to love it, but it scorned me, and I'll never play it again.
Ash, mate, which game did you want to love that you couldn't? If it's not, better not be Shovel Knight.
No, but it's one that you've championed for a long time.
Oh God, is it Celeste?
It's Celeste.
Oh, God.
It's Celeste. Honestly, I bought that game. I gave it my money. I looked at it and I said, let me love you. I looked it square in the face and said, you're everything I want in a game. You're beautiful. You're nice. You've got all these wholesome messages. You're 8-bit pixels and I'm running around on this little side scroller having a lovely time. You've got little strawberry missions. You've got a lovely main character. You've got side stories. It's just wonderful. Nice score. Nice little challenges. Loads of different things. But I hate it. I can't.
Hate you?
You know what? I accept that. It's fair enough.
Fine.
Like I've really tried with it. Like, and every time I play it, I don't enjoy it. And I think I don't even know why. I don't even have a good excuse for it. Just every time I put it on, I haven't had a good time with it. I've gone on it and gone, right, let's do the next grind to the top of this mountain. And it's such a lovely, wholesome game, but I just can't bring myself to play it and enjoy it in the same way that I've seen you enjoy it, that I've seen other people on our channel enjoy it, that I've seen people online praise it and talk about how great it is. I just can't connect with Celeste and I feel really guilty and horrible and I'm just trash. Throw me away. Give me Evolve and throw me away. Like, I just can't connect with it.
If Rich can see the light, Johnny Tetris over there.
Yeah.
Johnny Tetris.
I think I need to put it on like the most smallest difficulty level ever and then just
Are you chasing the strawberries though?
Yeah, I think that's what's
why
doing it.
They're the optional
I ignored the
challenges.
strawberries and I loved it.
I know, but it really annoys me leaving
do
this
the main
room.
thread.
If I can see the collectible, I can't leave it. Like, I'm really weirdly completionist up until about 80% through a game where I go, yeah. But like, the first part of a game, I will always spend getting every single thing that I can and like ruining the experience for myself, being like, well, I have to get everything and 100% this. And until, like I say, 3/4 of the way through, I'm like, nah.
It never gets 100%.
Nah, that's enough of that.
Absolutely, same here.
Yeah, it's like,
I've never finished Skyrim.
yeah, it's so upsetting seeing everything. You're like, well, I need to do this. I've got this quest to go here. I need this strawberry. I need this goddamn strawberry to enjoy this
You
game.
don't need the strawberry, Ash, man.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
the strawberries ruined me. Like, berry bitch over here. I can't do it. I can't enjoy it. Every time I see a strawberry, it winds me up. Sorry.